A very good morning to all of you. The topic for today's tutorial is on family planning, and one of the most important methods of family planning is emergency contraception. So now today we are going to learn something about emergency contraception. Now, emergency contraception, as the name suggests, this contraceptive is used in emergency. That means the couple has not been using the contraceptive regularly, and now there is an unprotected intercourse and they need a contraceptive which will prevent pregnancy, right? So, there are different situations when a couple would need uh, such kind of contraception. It could be a married couple who was using a barrier method of contraception, and the condom breaks, and then they are not sure whether this contraceptive we they feel that they didn't use it properly, or it's a, a single act of coitus. Maybe an adolescent couple has had one first act of contraception, and uh, now the contraceptive they have not used, or accidentally that contraceptive or the barrier method has broken, or the girl or the woman has forgotten to take her normal dose of contraceptive which she was taking, say for she was taking OC pills, and now she has not taken for say 5 6 days, she has forgotten. Or there are couples in whom the sexual activity may happen very infrequently. That means maybe there are some certain professions in which the husband or the wife, whosoever, they meet very infrequently, and the coitus may happen, say, once a month, or the couple meets once a year, something like that. So in such situations there is a need of emergency situation. Another situation where an emergency contraception is needed is rape victims, right? So in those all patients also you will need emergency contraception. Now just imagine, are all patients, imagine a situation now that the couple has come to you and they are telling you that the such incident has happened, and now please take care that that the lady should not get pregnant. First of all, you must find out, is she at risk of getting pregnant? This particular patient, is she at risk of getting pregnant? So how will you know? First of all, you must ask what was the day of cycle, right? If she was having a regular period, and if it has happened in the peri-ovulatory period, then the chances of getting pregnant are more, right? See, if it happened just one day back, she had her periods, got finished, and it is say day 6 or day seven of cycle, and she has a 30-day cycle, and this was the act of coitus which has happened, then the chances of chances of getting pregnant are very less, right? Similarly, it should be a single act of coitus. The couple may come to you that, last 4 5 days they have been together, and now 4 5 days they've had unprotected intercourse. So now they are coming to you, then certain contraceptives will not work. These contraceptive methods, emergency contraceptive methods, will not work because the first act of coitus in the last 4 5 days, maybe, which has happened, is now has crossed that time limit of emergency contraception. So emergency contraception is effective if the number of coitus and the duration of coitus is timed be- before they take treatment, right? So what is the ideal situation where you can actually prevent pregnancy as by using emergency method of contraception, right? So there is a concept called as a contraceptive and an interceptive. So a contraceptive is a method which prevents fertilization. How it will prevent fertilization? Either it will suppress the ovulation, either it will prevent the entry of sperm, or either so one of these methods, when of these mechanisms are uh, active in those kind of contraceptives. So contraceptive is a method of preventing pregnancy where it prevents fertilization, right? Then coming to what is interceptive? Interceptive means maybe the fertilization has happened. Now this kind of method is going to prevent implantation, right? So interceptives are methods of family planning which are used to prevent implantation. So most of the emergency contraceptions or contraceptives are interceptives and not contraceptives, right? So that means what? Maybe the fertilization may happen or may have happened. Now what they are going to do? They are going to make the environment hostile so that the fertilized ovum will not get implanted, right? So with this background, let us now consider different types of emergency contraception, right? Now there are two clinical situations under which the couple can come to you. Number one, that the couple has had one act or single unprotected intercourse, right? And they have come to you within 72 hours of the unprotected intercourse. That means what? Fertilization may have happened, and now you can prevent the implantation, right? Another situation, like the couple has been having regular, say a married couple or who is regularly having intercourse, and now 4 or 5 days has gone, and now they realize, maybe, or the girl remembers after 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, that array last 2 3 days the contraceptives were not, I didn't take the contraceptive, or maybe they were not sure whether the contraceptive which they were using has really been used properly or not. In that situation, there have been multiple acts of coitus and they have come to you late also, right? So there are two situations under which the patient can come to you for emergency contraception. So now there are different methods of different options available to a patient, to this couple. So one is tablet forms, or those to be taken orally, or there is intrauterine device or intrauterine property which we normally use, can also be used as an interceptive. Now coming to the tablets. Now, as I said, you are going to take proper history. She's in which day of cycle, that you are going to find out. How many acts of coitus they have had, right? So all these things have to be assessed. Now, if they have come within 72 hours of coitus, then we have what is called as this pill 72, right? Pill 72. 72 stands for 72 hours, and unwanted. There are different brand names. The unwanted means the pregnancy they don't want. So unwanted is the name. There is another name like pill 72. So different names and brands are available. So what does it have? It has it has levonorgestrel, right? So levonorgestrel is available in the dose of 1.5 gram. The dose is written 1.5 milligram. If you can, let me just focus it for you. Here, I don't think so you'll be able to see it. So it is a 1.5 milligram tablet, right? So this has to be taken just one tablet whenever they remember within 72 hours. One tablet has to be taken by the female partner, right? And then it should take care of the endometrium. It makes the endometrium hostile and there is no implantation even if fertilization has happened, right? But it has to be taken within 72 hours, right? So this is about pill 72. Now this pill 72 is available since last say 20 years or so. Before that, what the couples were given was the oral contraceptive pills which are available. So oral contraceptive pills, because they are very low dose, they have very low dose of hormone in them, right? This is 1.5 milligram. That means at least 2 or 3 tablets of oral contraceptive pills are required. So there is something called as use-phase regimen. Use-phase regimen means what? It was devised by use and if you have those Mala N, Mala D, then 4 tablets of Mala N have to be taken the time they remember this thing that they have to take it, and then another 4 tablets they have to take after 12 hours. Okay, so total 8 tablets of low dose oxytocin. But if you have standard dose OC pills, you just have to take 2 tablets and 2 tablets. But now standard OC pills are hardly available in market. What you have is low dose OC pills, which are available for normal, regular contraception. So if you get those tablets, it may happen that the couple is somewhere on a holiday destination, and then there is no pill 72 available there. So if they have a small PHC also there, a government hospital of that local area is also there, Mala N, Mala T is going to be there, right? So just take 4 tablets, start, and then after that 12 hours, 4 has to be advised. Only side effect which they have is the nausea and vomiting. So for nausea and vomiting, you can give one antiemetic along with these 4 tablets. But otherwise, if the facility is available, if medical store is there, and if they have this pill 72, this is an over-the-counter available tablet. Over-the-counter means you need not even have a prescription for this. So this has to be taken just 1 tablet, very convenient, 1 tablet start within 72 hours of unprotected intercourse. As I said, the mechanism of action is actually as an interceptive. That means it is going to prevent implantation of the fertilized ovum, even if the fertilization has happened. Right. So this is about the tablet. Another 2 tablets we understood. One is OC pills, low dose OC pills, 4 stat, 4 after 12 hours. Use phase regimen that is called as. Second is this pill 72. Another wonderful drug which is available is mifepristone, right? Mifepristone is available for medical termination of pregnancy as a medical method, but the same thing can be used as an interceptive for emergency contraception. The best part about mifepristone is you can use it even up to day 23 of cycle. Means what? The couple had coitus on day 12, day 13, and they are now worried. They did not bother, right? They were go now after 10 days, the woman feels that no, I don't want this pregnancy. So there is no scope that OC pills and now pill 72 is going to help, right? Or they have had multiple acts of coitus now, and on day 21, 22, 23, she remembers just 4, 5 days before her new expected period. She remembers like, no, I'm very scared and I might get period. So in those patients, pills, this mifepristone works very well. It is a wonderful interceptive and it has to be given. Presently, the recommended dose is 3 tablets, 600 milligrams, right? It's a very high dose, but it definitely prevents pregnancy, and it will help to, even if it has implanted, even if the pregnancy has implanted, say if 14th day ovulation has happened, 15th day, by 15th day fertilized ovum is ready and it is transferred to uterine cavity on day 21. So it has already morula and all those stages of embryo have developed and it has implanted in the endometrial cavity. Now this 600 milligram which you are going to give, and if they are doing still research on it, they might come down, the dose might come down to 201 tablet only. This is a 1 tablet of 200 milligram. So they are doing research on this, and presently they are recommending 600 milligram, 3 tablets start, and then any day the couple remembers can take this tablet. But this may not be available at every nook and corner of the world, right? So it is available with prescription only, right? So this is about mifepristone as a choice of interceptive as emergency contraception, can be used even after 72 hours of unprotected intercourse, but it has to be taken at least before day 23, 24, or 25 even of the cycle, if it's a 28-day cycle, right? So you have multiple choices. The couple has multiple choices of preventing the pregnancy, right? Why? Then another thing is, say the couple is having one child, right? And it was a normal delivery, and now it is, the first child is just 6 months old, and now they want uh, emergency contraception, and they have come on day 6, day 7, right? Then the easiest modality which can be used, I'm not talking about unmarried couple or a newly married couple where they have not produced one child as yet. In those patients where you don't want any foreign body inside uterine cavity, you cannot use IUCD. It is only meant for patients who are already having one child and the internal loss has already dilated because of first delivery and first childbearing. And then you can put IUCD easily in these patients if they have come to you on day 4, day 5 of unprotected intercourse. So there are Paris women, if they come to you, then IUCD is another option, especially if they have come after 72 hours within 5 days. After 5 days, even IUCD will not help. IUCD has to be put as an interceptive. It will make the endometrium hostile for implantation. But once implantation has happened, you cannot put it on day 24, 25 of cycle, right? So for a couple who comes to you for emergency contraception, we will just revise it. The indications are number one, they have had unprotected intercourse because maybe some method which they were using, they have not used it properly, or the condom has given way, or the woman has forgotten to take OC pills, or uh, she was taking some injectable contraceptive and she has delayed her next dose. So there is some mistake or something has happened in their regular method of contraception, or they have not used it. Right. Second, it could be a rape victim. Right. So you have to give emergency contraception. Then, so all these situations you will have to use or you will have to prescribe. The couple might come to you with emergency contraception. Now, many young people. Are sexually active before marriages. So this is going to be very a regular method of every general practitioner should also know about emergency contraception. Now, why are we taking all these efforts of preventing pregnancy? Number one, social issue. Nobody wants to, in countries like India, still it is not accepted by the society to have pregnancy before marriage. Number one, that could be one factor. Or the girl itself doesn't want to get pregnant, right? So there are those two situations. Another point where you should always help the couple for preventing an unwanted pregnancy is otherwise they will go for MTP, right? Medical, because she will get pregnant, and then there is a high risk to her health by undergoing MTP. So it is always better to give emergency contraception than to give a medical termination of pregnancy later on. You should not have this attitude. We will see later on if you get pregnant, we will give you something like that. This attitude should not be there. Every effort should be made to prevent pregnancy if the couple or the girl has come to you to prevent pregnancy. Otherwise, MTP can also be done, but it is going to cause more bleeding. It is going to cause more, if there is retained products, again you'll have to do curettage. So all those problems are there. So at any given point, preventing a pregnancy is every woman's right. So you have to help her out as an obstetrician or a general practitioner to prevent that pregnancy. So these are the clinical situations under which you will have to give emergency contraception. What are the options? What are the options available to the couple? Number one is oral contraceptive pills, which are available at any government center, and there are branded oral contraceptive pills. So, but you'll have to take a larger dose. So she will take 4 tablets stat for low dose ocipil, 4 tablets stats, and then another 4 tablets she's going to take after 12 hours. So this is going to be for use-based regimen. The ideal, this is when you don't have this pill 72. Pill 72 is a trade name, but otherwise it's a levonorgestrel tablet, single tablet, 1.5 milligram has to be taken within 72 hours of the unprotected intercourse. Then third method is for oral tablets is mifepristone. So mifepristone is taken, can be taken up to day 25 of a cycle, of a 28-30 days cycle. It is a wonderful interceptive, but taken at the dose of 600 milligram per 600 milligrams stat. That is 3 tablets they have to take immediately, right? So this is about the oral method. Another situation, as I told you, if she's a Paris woman, she has come to you after 72 hours, and then there is a choice of intrauterine contraceptive device. But after fifth and sixth day, you should not put. So after 72 hours, within 5 days, if she has come to you, then you can put on IUCD. Another advantage of IUCD is, that same Paris lady. Just imagine now she realizes that the couple has done mistake. That such a thing is going to happen regularly now. They are having one child. It is 6 months old. They did not think about any contraception till today, and now this accident has happened. and now they have come on fourth day. So putting an IUCD may be the best solution for their ongoing contraception also. So IUCD helps to continue as a regular contraception in those patients. So it becomes a one-time procedure for such patients, for such couples, right? This is about all the options which are available to the couple. Number one is ocipils. Number two is pill 72. Number three is mifepristone. Pill 72 is nothing but levonorgestrel, and then mifepristone, and then there is IUCD, intrauterine contraceptive device, the property which is available. Now, while doing or while prescribing all these things, you should make it very clear to the patient that this is not going to be your regular method of contraception. That means all those three tablets which you gave them cannot be used repeatedly. She comes to you on day 12 of cycle, they have they have this failure, and then you give them this tablet. And again, another 5 days later, if they come back to you that again such a thing has happened, you cannot do it multiple times, right? So this is the opportunity which you get. This situation is the opportunity you get to counsel the couple that such a thing has happened and it may repeat. So it is always better that you start using some contraceptive as a regular method of contraception, right? So what are questions the couple may have to you? What are the chances that I may get pregnant even if I take this? So it will all depend upon on which day of her menstrual cycle the coitus has happened. Number one, if it happened somewhere near ovulation time, the chances of getting pregnant are very little higher than what it would have happened on the extremes of the sides of the cycle. Second thing is uh, what time they have come to you. If they come earliest, it is the better. So if they come within 20 to 24 hours, it will have better action, right? But then you have different methods of contraception which can be used. We always say human pregnancy is very inefficient. So if 100 couples have coitus on the ovulation day also, only 20 of them are going to conceive, right? So there is no need to get scared that they are going to get pregnant. But then yes, you never know. In spite of taking contraceptive precautions, many a times couples, the woman gets pregnant. So it is always and always advisable, whichever day of cycle, whichever day of cycle, if they've had unprotected intercourse, if they have come to you, you must prescribe or you should give them tablets which are available. So whatever suits. Now, what will happen to her menses, the upcoming menses, the next menses? So if these tablets are given in the follicular phase of the cycle, right? These are all progesterone and estrogen tablets, most of them. Pill 72, generally this question does not come for the ocipils and levonorgestrel if you are giving. If say they have had it on day 8th of cycle and if you have given, then their cycles may prepone because you have given a high dose of hormone, and the moment you withdraw that, the action of hormone goes, her periods will come early. That means after day 8 you have given these tablets, she takes it for 48 hours to 24, 48 hours, the dose gets over, and then another 5, 6 days later, she will immediately get her period. That could happen to this situation. The other couple comes to you on day 20 of cycle, that means ovulation has happened, and now you are given this high dose of hormones, that is either ocipils or pill 72 or your levonorgestrel. Then in that case, the periods may get delayed, right? Because the action may remain now little for a longer time and the periods may get delayed. In any case, if periods get delayed or if they have any doubt, they must do one pregnancy test at home. And if it is negative, they did not bother about it. But this is the opportunity which you have got as a caretaker, as a practitioner, to counsel them for further method of contraception, which could be in the form of ocipils or intrauterine or regular method of contraception should be advised to such a couple. If she is a victim of rape, then in that case you will have to give her post-exposure prophylaxis of HIV and all those things you have to take care of if she's a victim of rape, right? So all those things have to be thought about if the couple comes to you for uh, advice if they've had unprotected intercourse, right? So I think I was very clear about the contraceptives which can be used as emergency contraception. Few side effects which can be there with these contraceptives is mostly nausea and vomiting. So you can give antiemetic along with this, like ondansetron or Retinol can be given along with these tablets, right? So four choices. I'll repeat again. They are interceptives and not contraceptives. Contraceptives prevent fertilization. Interceptives prevent implantation. So interceptives which we use are high dose ocipils as use-based regimen, levonorgestrel 1.5 milligrams, stat 1 tablet only, very convenient and easy over-the-counter available drug. Then MTP pill, or it is also called as only mifepristone. We are not giving misoprostol. So mifepristone in the dose of currently it is recommended 600 milligram, but they are doing research and it may go down to even 200 milligram of one tablet stack. Mifepristone can be used even on day 21, 22, up to day 25 over 28-day cycle because it is an anti-progesterone drug. It's a very strong anti-progesterone drug. So it will not allow the pregnancy to remain viable, even if implantation has happened in you. So it is a wonderful drug and one-time drug. So if there have been multiple acts of coitus, then you will always prefer giving mifepristone as a single drug. But and as I said, as patient is multiparous or who has had delivery, then you can always use put intrauterine contraceptive device, which will act as, but she has to come within 5 days, and that same thing can be continued as a regular method of contraception. So I think we have discussed about emergency contraception as such, and if you have any queries, we can always discuss on WhatsApp group. Thank you so much.